The Tournament of Power called upon the strongest warriors across 8 universes in the multiverse to come out and fight for the survival of their very own universe. The only issue being that each universe was only given 40 Earth hours to assemble their teams. But what if they had longer? What if there were 72 hours before the Tournament of Power, leaving more than an extra day for the fighters to prepare? How would things change? Well, let's discuss it. Everything up to the end of the recruitment arc would remain the same, except for the fact that there would be an extra day. A massive change here would be the ability for the Z Fighters to use the Room of Spirit and Time, which no longer has the 2-year limit, as shown by Vegeta and Goku. With the help of Bulma and her extreme wealth, they'd be able to load up the Room of Spirit and Time with supplies, allowing all 10 of the Universe 7 warriors to train inside at once. Beerus, in his panic for the safety of himself, would order Whis to follow them in, meaning we now have 11 people in the Room of Spirit and Time at once, one of which is the greatest master of martial arts in the universe. Now, some of you may be wondering about Frieza, but he actually isn't needed. Goku uses instant transmission to move Buu to Kami's lookout, and then they take Buu in there with him. He'd be asleep for a couple of months, as the anime stated, but that would be fine, since they actually have over a year they can train in the room. This means that they never have to revive Frieza at all for the Tournament of Power. Now, you may think we only have our 11 people going in, and that's not exactly accurate. There's actually one more person they'll be bringing along, Elder Kai. In the original anime version of events, Elder Kai even suggests to Goku that he would unlock Goku's potential for him, but they said there was a time issue. Well, now there isn't one. It takes a little over a day, depending on the amount of dormant potential in a person, to awaken that power. This would mean 9 days into training, everyone except for the sleeping Buu would have their potential fully unlocked, allowing them all to access the ultimate form, a form that should at the very least rival Super Saiyan 3 in terms of a multiplier, and at most surpasses it. This would mean that in the first 9 days, all the humans, androids, and Piccolo should receive a 400 times boost to their raw power. Yes, even the androids would be able to receive this power-up, since we know that they can get stronger via training, meaning that they have some level of potential within them. At first, Vegeta is reluctant to have his power unlocked, but after seeing Goku get massively stronger because of it, he decides he'll do it as well. Buu is the only one to not have his potential unlocked, since he's made from magic, and the magic of the ritual does not seem to mix with that magic. Now that everyone has their potential unlocked, the power rankings of Team Universe 7 have changed temporarily. Piccolo is now stronger than Gohan, and Android 17 solidifies himself as the strongest character on the team currently. Even Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken x 20 Goku wouldn't be able to keep up, especially since he cannot stack Super Saiyan Blue at this point on top of the ultimate form. But remember, there's more training to be done. After resting for the night, they wake up to begin their training with the God Maker himself, Whis. I'm not one who usually approves of shortcuts, but I don't think we had a choice here. Now then, you two artificial humans use an energy I'm unfamiliar with, unfortunately. Your training would be best with each other via sparring to further grow your power output, I feel. I also have a feeling when Buu wakes up, he'll be joining you two. Android 17 and 18 look at each other, shrug, and fly off to train amongst themselves. Goku, Vegeta, you two should continue your sparring training as well. Treat this new state of unlocked potential as if it's your regular state, and learn to access your god powers from there. Vegeta scoffs at the idea of having to return to square one, but Goku seems like he was already planning on doing what we said. He is the creator of Mastered Super Saiyan after all. The two Saiyan rivals fly off and claim their own space to begin their training. Now, as for the rest of you, you'll have to learn how to harness the power of the gods from scratch. With your current unlocked powers, I'd say you should be able to handle the God Key realm. Goku and Vegeta smirk at each other as they overhear what Whis says. They remember that realm all too well. Time moves slower in that realm in Whis' staff, but since the staff is in the Room of Spirit and Time right now, that's a stacked time dilation. Whis had Bulma provide him extra rations, specifically so that he could keep them in his staff for those who would be training in there. Without another word, Whis puts them in his staff, so for the rest of the year, training for Universe 7 would commence. When they emerged, they were completely different people. Remember, in only 6 months, Vegeta had surpassed Goku, who had absorbed the power of Super Saiyan God into his base form. So, given a year of Whis' training, the humans and Piccolo were now deep in the realm of the gods as well. Without even training in the ultimate form, Piccolo was already in the Super Saiyan Blue tier of power, as was Gohan, and Android 17 was already surpassing that tier of power. The humans are harder to be sure of, but after training with Whis for a year, and receiving control over God Ki with the ultimate form, they are in the range of pre-Room of Spirit and Time Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. Notably, this basically rewrites the whole tournament, but it drastically favors Universe 7 now. People like the Sniper and Frost are jokes now, which means Krillin and Ten Shinhan last far longer overall. With only their ultimate forms, the form they're using as base form now, Goku and Vegeta demolish Universe 9 with ease. Dispo doesn't make it out of his fight with Goku and Hit, so he's actually eliminated far earlier. Kale and Caulifla still fight Goku, but he doesn't even bother to transform for them, choosing to test his ultimate form power against them instead. Goku still has an interest in training them as well, but he's also interested in his own power just as much because of this, and so he eliminates Kale and Caulifla in their first fight. He provides them a lesson through defeat, as Master Roshi had done for him all those years ago. Speaking of Master Roshi, he is excelling in this tournament. With his power increased and his unrivaled technical skill, he's able to defeat any of the people who gave him trouble in the canonical version of events. Without Frost there either, there really was no trouble for Roshi at all. Boo being in the tournament is also a massive blessing for the members of Team Universe 7, since he can heal them at any point their stamina gets low. The initial Goku vs Jiren fight starts very similarly to the original version of that fight. It still goes in Jiren's favor, he just needs to exert more power earlier, and this results in Ultra Instinct Omen. However, with extra Whis training and having a Genki Dama that's far more powerful than in the canon events of the fight, this causes the initial iteration of Ultra Instinct Omen to be far more akin to its third canon iteration, the one all the way in episode 129 of Super. This pushes Jiren to using his full power early, which in turn pushes Goku to the completed version of Ultra Instinct. With a stronger body and more stamina, Goku is able to defeat the biggest threat in the tournament, Jiren, without an issue. There was no prolonged ideological conflict that would cause Jiren to power up even further, and that makes this a fairly easy win for Ultra Instinct Goku. After Goku eliminates Jiren, his body does fall apart again though, and Boo comes over to heal him, but Goku denies it. Goku limps over to the edge of the arena, waves to everybody, and jumps off. Everyone, including the two Zenos, are shocked by this seemingly out-of-nowhere decision. When Beerus asks him what the hell he's doing, he says that they can handle the rest of the tournament. He's sure of it. Back in the arena, Universe 10 has been defeated by Ten Shinhan, Roshi, and Krillin working together. They move their attention to the remaining Pride Troopers, and they are able to defeat every one of them that remains on Universe 11's team, except for Toppo, who is able to eliminate them with minor difficulty. But then, he faces another threat, Vegeta. Vegeta is angry that he couldn't fight Jiren. Now there's no one left in the tournament to challenge him, so he has to settle for Toppo for now. He decides to take his time defeating him since he wants to have a bit of fun, but then he notices that Kaba is still in. Vegeta eliminates Toppo, and with that, Universe 11 is erased. Gohan has taken care of Universe 4 single-handedly, and he moves his sights onto Universe 3. Most of their members are easy for him to eliminate, but as their numbers dwindle, the remaining members merge together and form Aniraza. While Aniraza was far too much for Gohan alone in the canon story, he's basically just a bigger target in this version. One swift kick to the stomach and Aniraza stumbles back and falls off the arena. Universe 3 is no more. Meanwhile, Piccolo has eliminated Botomo, Magetta, and Dr. Rota all on his own, and now is caught in a fight with the Universe 6 Namekians. He feels their intense resolve, a resolve that came from having absorbed their fellow Namekians, but even still, they lack the raw power required to take down this ultimate god Piccolo. Pirina looks at Salanel and tells him to do it. With a somber look on his face, Salanel puts his hand on Pirina's back and the two merge. His power increase is not to be underestimated, and he begins to put up a decent fight against Piccolo, but it just isn't enough to close the gap, and Piccolo is able to defeat Salanel pretty easily. All that remains in Universe 6 are Kaba and the elusive Hit. Vegeta goes over to Kaba and speaks to him. He tells Kaba his plan to revive Universe 6 after he wins the tournament, and Kaba is ecstatic. Without another word, Vegeta punches Kaba in the gut and knocks him off the arena. As he does, Hit comes up behind Vegeta and tries to hit him off guard, but Vegeta knew Hit was coming and avoids the attack.
I know how your time skip works now. I'm not the same person you defeated last time.
Vegeta and Hit begin their rematch, and as they do, the androids are dismantling Universe 2 with ease. They're enjoying every second of it, playing up mocking personas against Universe 2, but after they've had their fun, they defeat Universe 2 easily. Universe 2 is erased, leaving only Universe 6 and 7 in the arena. Vegeta and Hit have their battle, and it's becoming very clear that Vegeta is just too much for Hit. He gets desperate and attempts to use the time cage on Vegeta. This wasn't a winning tactic though. There were still other members of Universe 7 that could attack Hit while he had to hold the time cage in place. Piccolo goes to help Vegeta, but Gohan steps in front of him and tells Piccolo that Vegeta won the fight already. Vegeta powers up even further, and by unleashing his full strength, he can shatter Hit's time cage, freeing himself. When he breaks out, Hit is now exhausted. Having used up all of his strength in his trump card, he's easily eliminated by Vegeta, meaning that Universe 6 is erased and the Tournament of Power is won by Universe 7. With so many members left, the Zenos didn't know how to give the wish out. Vegeta says it should go to him since he defeated the last person, but the Grand Priest suggests giving it to the leader of Universe 7's team. They look to Goku, but he tells them that Gohan is their team captain. And without hesitation, Gohan wishes for the universes erased in the tournament to be restored back to the way they were. So, all ends well, and without Frieza, there's no Broly. Moreau should be a cakewalk considering how much stronger everyone is, but who knows for sure until that arc is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.